Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Teacher Rhea, and this time we're going to discuss on decimals of group data. So what are decimals, or how are we going to find the decimals of group data? So by the equation, D sub R is equal to LB of DC plus the quantity of R summation of F over 10 minus cumulative frequency over F of DC times I. So there are so many variables involved. So we're going to try to identify each variable. What does it represent? So we have R here is considered as the decimal number. So if you are asked to solve for the decimal 1, then the value of R is 1. If you are asked to solve for decimal 2, then the value of R is 2. If you are asked to solve for decimal 3, the value of R is 3, and so on and so forth. Now, as we have the LBD of C, meaning that is the lower boundary of the decimal class. Summation of F is sum of the frequencies, or that refers to the total number of data provided. CF is the cumulative frequency of the lower class next to the decimal class. Then we have the frequency of the decimal class, and of course the class interval. All those data will be obtained from the table, or the frequency distribution table. So in my previous videos, I was already able to discuss on how are you going to construct frequency distribution table. So the example that I provide here is already in a table. Sa table na siya. You don't need to create the frequency distribution table, but you have to complete. So we are provided with the class intervals. Our lowest interval is 40 to 42 and the highest is 64 to 66. And of course, we have the frequency. So for us to be able to check this one, we need to complete the table. So from that particular set of data, we will be solving for the value of D3 or decimal 3. So first thing that we are going to do is we need to complete the table. So in completing the table, from the given table a while ago, we only need to continue or finish with the class boundaries and the cumulative frequency. So we have now this one. Now, how did we get the class boundaries and the cumulative frequency? Class boundaries can be obtained by subtracting 0.5 sa lower limit and adding 0.5 sa upper limit. So our lower limit is 40, subtract it with 0.5, we get 39.5. Our upper limit is 42, subtract it with add it with 0.5, so we have here 42.5. Now, the upper boundary of the class will be the lower boundary of the next class. And then we have plus kanapod ka og 0.5 diri we get 45.5, or the best thing to do it is this one. After you do the class boundary, you try to subtract the upper boundary with the lower boundary. Whatever comes out to be the result, that is our interval. So 42.5 minus 39.5, that is equal to 3, which means the our interval is 3. Our lower interval, you try to add it with 3, makuha na nimo tanan. So observe, 39.5 plus 3, that's 42.5, plus 3, 45.5, plus 3, 48.5, plus 3, 51.5, plus 354, and so on. Nakuha na to ang pinakalas na lower boundary. And it follows with our upper boundary. So 42.5 plus 3, that's 45.5 plus 3, 48.5 plus 3, 51.5, and so on and so forth. So, in-ana ra kadali pagkuha sa class boundaries. Next, how about the less than cumulative frequency? The first frequency, you just have to copy that one and then add it to the next frequency to get the next cumulative frequency. So, this is how we are going to do it. 1 plus 1, that's 2. 2 plus 2, that's 4. 4 plus 3, that's 7. 7 plus 6 is 13. 13 plus 7 is 20. 20 plus 15 is 35. 35 plus 8 is 43. 43 plus 7 is 50. Now, to check whether you're able to get your less than cumulative frequency correctly or not, we have this one. your last number should be equal to the total frequency. The total frequency should be equal to the total number of students given. So we are now done with the completing of the table. So we now proceed to finding or solving for D3. So of course, in solving for D3, we need the table or the table of frequency or frequency distribution table. So we have here, from the equation of decile, we need to identify the values of each component. So let's start with the summation or R summation of F over 10. So kani. So since we are asked to solve for D3, meaning the value of our R is 3. And since our total frequency is 50, so we substitute it with 50 over 10. And that is equal to 3 times 50. That gives you 150 divided by 10. And that is equal to 15. Which means 15 is the value of our R summation of F over 10. Next is, from that particular data, we need to identify the lower boundary of the decile class. So based from the value of R summation of F over 10, that is the cumulative frequency of the decile class. So we need to locate it the decile class. But looking at the cumulative frequency here, wala tayo makitaan nga 15. So we need to get the nearest cumulative frequency dapat higher. So in between si 15 ni 13 ug ni 20. So meaning ari ta mo pili ni 20 kay ari man ka sa higher. So which means this particular class is what we call as our decile class. So after that one, from the decile class, we can now identify the lower boundary, which is 54.5. Next, cumulative frequency. The cumulative frequency is next, or that should be the cumulative frequency next to the decile class or lower than iya, which is kani. So, mo go down ka, ari ka ni 13. So, meaning the cumulative frequency is 13. The frequency of the decile class is 7. And how are we going to identify the interval? I was already able to explain it a while ago, pero pwede na to ibalik. To get the class interval, the upper boundary minus the lower boundary. So 57.5 minus 54.5, then we were able to get the value of the interval, which is equal to 3. So now that we have the value of each component, we can now do the substitution. So this expression now is equal to 54.5 plus 15 minus 13 over 7 times 3. Now, where did we get those terms or those values? We have here, the lower boundary is 54.5. So we get it from here. So we substitute. Next, the cumulative frequency is 13. So we have 13. Next is the frequency of the decile class is 7. And then we have the interval is 3. And lastly is this. We have the value of 3 summation of f over 10, which is equal to 15. So it is from those values that we were able to do the substitution. Next, simplifying it further, you may use your calculators. 54 minus 13 is 2. Divide it by 7 times 3, and that gives you 0.8571. You may use your calculator to verify the answer. And adding those items, 54.5 plus 0.8571, that gives you 55.3571, which means that is the value of our D3. And since we are asked to interpret, the interpretation will be this one. Therefore, decile 3 represents 30%. So therefore, 30% of the students have weights less than or equal to 55.3571 kilograms. So I hope you are able to understand my discussion. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye. Don't forget to subscribe on my channel And wait for my next video about percentile of group data.